my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy dare try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth?
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we should look to the war up front. The Raiders are top 10 in rushing yards. They're going up against that Jets team that will need to keep the running game in check.
It's a day, Larry, that fans in these parts will need to savor as we come to you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And a play. Goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Keep on coming, baby. Keep coming.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Green, 39.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Here's a give to Crowell. And he's got room. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They'll run it again with Crowell. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Crowell. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Second and goal to go now. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. Brandon, this is why I'm really glad I'm sitting up here next to you. It's awfully tempting to go for it right here, isn't it? But it's been a great drive. On the road, you've got to come away with at least 3 points. Kick the field goal.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the D-line's going to spread out. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing his car on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So that'll back him up 5. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up second down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run with Crowell. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon with you. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a carry here for their fullback. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. He'll look to throw. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Walford in motion, the tight end. On third down, Crowell. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and throw for it here. And that's complete to Walford. That one good for 7 that time. And the Jets are going to have a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39, Leopard.
They'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out. Out of bounds, so this will go only as incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Set.
They'll look to throw. Brought in by Walford, right side. And he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
First down carry now for Crowell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
In motion, Anunwa. Again, it's Crowell. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on first down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help him run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing now is Carr. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Running left is Crowell. Oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw here. A screen complete to Crowell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll set up to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Right back to Washington. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. but typically halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Carr now on first down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
First, here's Washington, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. On third down, Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Washington. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Now Carr. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal. Here's Carr. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a second and long. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Going up top. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On the toss play, this is Washington. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 2nd down following the run. Carr on the give. It's Washington. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
That is caught by Williams for an Oakland touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They'll toss it to Crowell. They find some open field here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. He'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Gives it off to Washington. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now they'll try the end around. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On the give, this is Washington. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. The handoff right side, it's Washington. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a third down. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They pitch to Washington. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Carr, this will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? Third and 4. Now Carr. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Now they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
No, check. Over. Here we go now. Leopard.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route,
and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now back to throw. He's got Kese. 8 yards there and a first down. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They're going to look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington, 82 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Anderson. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 49. 23 yards on the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They keep it with Crowell on first. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here's Carr to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They run with Hunt, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. Carr going to look to throw, and he's going to be